The purpose of the Energy Visions Forum really is to bring together executives in the community, in the industry, and dialogue on the key issues that the sector faces. We just completed a study at PricewaterhouseCoopers analyzing what we thought were the key issues going forward.
Canada probably does need some kind of national energy strategy, and it's important that that national energy strategy not end with greenhouse gas emissions. That's the focal point right now because of Copenhagen, because some of the concerns about bending the curve of emissions growth here in Alberta over the next 20 years because of the US debate. But there's a lot more going on from a national energy strategy perspective, looking at the oil sands as an economic driver for the country as a whole, looking at the oil sands as a soft power instrument to connect Canada to other high-growing economies in Asia. There's a number of things that go with the national energy strategy well beyond, I think, just the greenhouse gas side. When it takes $70 or $75 a barrel crude price to break even on new projects, we're really at risk of having priced ourselves out of the business.
Raising capital for new projects is a challenge. But I think there is an opportunity going forward to change that. I think the fiscal environment for oil sands is better from the government. I think they've got the royalty structure fairly well in line with the realities of the business. And I think that with new technologies and I think with continued innovation, you'll see money coming back to the industry, and you'll see more independent players rather than the big balance sheet players, evolving the business.
The oil sands industry is about to go through another boom potentially.
If that switch gets turned on again, and if we indeed are in a period of sustained uptick, we may be facing a new labor crunch.
This is a high-tech business. It's a business that requires increasing skills as new technologies get developed. So from the construction side through the operating side, we need a more skilled workforce that are technically more adept, that can handle the instrumentation, that can evolve with the business. So we need more labor, but we need more highly educated labor.
The central challenge really here from a sustainability perspective is not so much that investors are concerned about where the industry is today here in Alberta from an oil sands perspective, but how do we bend the curve going forward? How do we deal with the growth of tailings ponds or the growth of GHG emissions going forward? And will the technology keep place? And if so, what will it cost? With greenhouse gas emissions, carbon capture and sequestration, there's a very good opportunity for collaboration in those areas, whether it's collaborating on a trunk line pipeline system for captured CO2, whether it's sharing tailings reclamation technology or efficiency technology. There is a competitive aspect to that, but I do think that we'll see continued joint industry funding of research and development and demonstration projects that will make that an attractive solution.
Collaboration's becoming an imperative, I think, for the industry, in part as a way to reduce costs, but also as a way to develop new technologies and new innovation that's going to help with both environmental issues and with operational issues.
Dialogue's essential, and everyone said this because, again, there are too many issues that require cooperation and coordination to not allow that to happen.
Our main message back to the audience was that, look, it's not enough just to educate the public. You got to go do more than that. There has to be a real sense of wanting to show measurable, verifiable results and improvement on your environmental footprint. And if you do that, you can educate the public.
In the absence of kind of verifiable information independently created and managed on issues of water quality, water volume, and emissions, it gives free rein to those who seek to undermine the image of the industry to invent their own data.
Well, some of the key issues that we're facing is, I think, maybe to put it in a bit of a nutshell, the industry is never going to win the soundbite war.
I think the only way we can progress is by keep getting better and improving and being transparent.
I think it goes without saying that the public's going to judge our industry based on the worst performer, not the best. And, we are all in this together, notwithstanding our different business models. The world does view us as one.
Our business is focused on energy in Calgary, frankly, and we have a lot of skill sets in a lot of different areas, everything from consulting to transactions to auditing and accounting to tax, all of it directly relevant to everyone in the room who focuses on the energy sector.